Hey everyone. So this is inspired by some words that were mentioned in a group that we're running. Someone said, "I so wish I could see through all my hurt, all my anguish, all my fear with cleaner eyes, with more sanity, with more insight." And that looks really spiritual, doesn't it? It looks like that's a valid place to hang out, to try to be more clear, to try to be more sane. But the problem is that that is being used as a way to find peace, isn't it? If only I could see things more clearly, I wouldn't have to suffer anymore. I wouldn't have to have this contraction and anguish and tension. I wouldn't have to have these emotions. I wouldn't have to have this experience. If only I could just get that insight that will finally make me realize who I am, then I'd be okay. And it looks so valid. It looks like absolutely that's what we're all doing here. But it's the opposite, because any attempt to not experience what is happening right now in the body, particularly, but also in terms of the experience that's coming in, any attempt to get rid of that because there's this idea of me that doesn't think that's okay to have, that's the issue. That's the only issue ever. But while it's maintained, I wish I could see more clearly. We see the separation in that, don't we? We see that everything that is believed about that me is intact. There's no questioning it. It's just like, this is how I am. This is the life I should be living. This is the experience I should be having. This is not acceptable. So I need to have an insight that will get rid of this. But that's the confusion, that there is a me here separate from the experience. And the me is trying to get rid of the experience. But the more it resists it, the more it's there. And that's because the me and the experience are the same thing. There is no separation. It just looks like there is. But in that moment of suffering, in the moment of fear or insecurity or shame, that the idea of me is arising in there. It's made of that. There's nothing separate. But the mind has this, it creates this duality of me and experience as separate. And it resists, it fights it, and the fight just keeps it all in place. It's more and more and more mental energy, more investigation, more analysis, more attempt to distance, attempt to numb, attempt to work out what's going on. All of it is just more and more and more layers of confusion and effort and insanity, really, hiding the fact that apart from all of that, without all of that, all that's happening is a body. That's all that's happening. A body powered by, animated by aliveness. That's it. There's nothing else going on. But in the mind, there's everything going on. There's everything to play for. There's everything to get. One day I'll be free. One day I'll be peaceful. One day I'll be happy. And if only I can have that insight, then I will be. And that's the fundamental confusion. So we hang out. So the only thing to do is to be in whatever experience is there to be had, and the moving of that attention from a fixation, an obsession really with trying to have the right experience, trying to be the right sort of person, trying to eliminate certain emotions. Instead of that attention there, attention in here, in now, in the cells of the body, in the sensations, in what is actually happening here now. Because this is the closest into reality we get. That's sanity. But we're trying to have clarity in order to not have this. And how can that ever work? So we go into the body, really experience the sensation in every cell, every tissue. What does shame, what is shame at a cellular level? Let's have that. What is insecurity in muscles, in tissue, in the stomach lining? What is it? Let's have it. Let's really have it, because that's reality. That's a mind moving out of fighting its own shadow, you know, kickboxing its own reflections, its own projection, and coming into witness reality, coming into witness truth right now. And that's for all of us. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.